All right. So hi. Sorry, by the way. I'm just mad. I'm a little upset. I saw a video and it was somebody commenting on a tweet that somebody did. I'm just getting like used to Twitter, but it was a tweet that somebody did. Somebody made a tweet. Somebody did a tweet. I don't know the verb. I don't know like the helping verb. Somebody tweeted, as I'm supposed to say, somebody tweeted a tweet that said, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't have an issue with innocent men being accused of sexual assault. I think that was a quote, maybe. And her name was like Emily Linden or something like that. I don't have the quote in front of me. I'm paraphrasing, but I was livid. I was livid. I have a brother, okay? Somebody accuses him of sexual assault and he didn't do it, which he would never do. He's a real gentle, so he would never do anything like that anyway, so I would never believe it. But if somebody accused him of doing it, I would cut somebody. I would cut someone hard and deep. Like, no, I have male cousins, I have a father, I have male friends that are my family, basically. I would not, like, anybody were to do that, that would destroy their lives. That's just as bad as saying somebody is a sexual predator. It's not like, you know, and it's really hard to erase from your history whether it's true or not. Same thing with being being accused of being a pedophile or anything having to do with forcing sex on somebody. It's hard. And these, I want to curse, but I just did. I'm trying not to curse. You know, you guys know that I'm making an effort not to curse in my videos. But these women that make this stuff up, they're just as bad as the rapists themselves. I would say I'm sorry, but no, I'm not even sorry. This culture is breeding like these narcissistic, like evil demon women that are just willing to destroy people's lives when they don't get their way. I don't get it. I don't see what anybody gets out of that. Like, one of my ex-boyfriends a few years ago was dating a guy. And one of my ex-boyfriend's friends was dating a woman, and she was caught putting a used condom back up into her privates because she wanted to get pregnant. Like, that's just psychopathic selfishness right there. And when I found that out, I told my brother, I told all my guy friends, like, I didn't even think, like, who thinks of stuff like that? Like, I told every dude that I knew about that. And a lot of them were like, oh, don't tell me that. That's so creepy. I'm like, no, you need to know this. You need to know. I'm not saying all women are like that, but there are a lot of women out there that do stuff like that, and they think that it's okay. You know, maybe this lady that tweeted had an incident where she was accosted or she was abused by a man. I see a lot of that going on too. It's like this vicious cycle where, you know, you're abused by a man, so you think it's okay to abuse other men, and then it sucks because then that man hates women because they were abused by women, and then they keep abusing other women. So it's this vicious cycle that keeps going on and on. You know, and if anybody knows anything about attachment theory, if you're a guy that's attracting females that are evil and vicious, if you don't get down to the root cause of why you do that, you're going to keep attracting the same type of woman. Therefore, you will probably think all women are evil, hence the men going their own way movement. But, you know, and then the same thing with women. Maybe they attract, you know, keep attracting the same type of guy because they haven't had a resolution with whatever the first guy that they had that treated them like that. And then they just think all men are evil, so they think it's okay to do stuff like that. But there's part of me that knows this is done intentionally. There's a whole society, our whole social program, it seems, that's being made on or that's being cultivated to turn men against women. We interviewed, April and I interviewed a woman named Leslie Carabotha. You can go on our SoundCloud and look her up and see, listen to some of her interviews. And I think we had her on twice, but I'm paraphrasing some of what she said. And she said, like, when you're defeating somebody, a culture is not destroyed until their women's hearts are driven into the ground. It was something like that. All right, something along those lines, because they know if the woman falls, then society falls, because the women are the nurturers and the caregivers, and you know, it's like a Trojan horse. It's like conquering something from the inside out, right? From the core. I shouldn't say from the inside out, but from the core, right? If you can get at that, then everything just like crumbles. So I was watching, or I don't really watch it, but I saw this clip from Wendy Williams. And it was a lady that stood up in the middle of the audience, and you know, they were doing a Q&A, and she's like, oh, well, my husband and I are already married, and we already have one kid. And then, you know, when we got married, he promised me 2 kids, but now he's changed his mind because it's financially hard or whatever. And I now, I was wondering if I should trick him into getting pregnant. And I was like, are you kidding me? And the thing that's even disturbing about that is the women in the audience were like, whoa! I'm like, except there is one lady in the corner that's looking at her like, you crazy, okay? And anyway, but that's so demented to me. That's so demented, you know? So you have that, and then you have like, the rules books. And this is a warning for you guys. You guys watching this, I swear to God, like listen to me. If you're dating a girl and she owns like the book called The Rules, or basically any book with the name Rules in it, run for the hills. There's and I know this because somebody gave this to me. Because I was having guy issues, but I mean, like, that's relationships, that's life, you know. But they were like, oh, you know, you need the rules, and I was like, what's that? So she gave me The Rules and The Rules Too, and it's basically a book that teaches women how to manipulate men into marriage. And if you know certain psychological tendencies as people and you follow these rules, a lot of the times it does work. Now the thing is, it doesn't last, and the people usually aren't happy because it's not real love. It's built on a web of lies and manipulation. But swear to God, like any book with the name Rules in it, like you see a girl, like run fast and don't look back, because she's planning to destroy you. You know, I've had at least a couple of male friends, I think, haven't been able to prove, but I think that they were baby trapped. You know, and it's so frustrating because as a woman, as a woman, you know the powers that you have. You can use your manipulative, intuitive powers for good, or you can use them for evil. But you see it as a woman, you're looking at them and you're like, I know this bitch is, I'm not gonna curse, I'm sorry, I know what she's doing, but you know, and you can't stop it because the guy is in a spell. And it can go either way. It can go for women too. But I'm just saying from a female's point of view, you know, you know, just this whole culture that's been built on these women that are just evil and selfish and willing to destroy people's lives because they're not getting their way. It's like they have some kind of arrested development, but it's very like destructive and psychopathic. It's not even cute, you know. Some of you guys, there's a really good article, I don't remember the name of it, but there was a woman who was basically selling herself. She put an ad out and saying, hey, I'm a pretty girl and I'm looking to marry a rich guy, and you know, marry me because I'm pretty, basically. And then the guy, there was a business guy that wrote back who was rich. He was like, yeah, you know, you're not really a good investment because your looks are going to depreciate in value. The way that he did it was brilliant. Maybe if I find it, I'll put in the comments or the links. But, and you know, women are being bred to be narcissistic, to only depend on their looks. Yes, I'm not lying, and I'm not gonna lie and be like looks don't play a part in success or confidence or any of that stuff, because it does, and it goes for men too. But when you are taught that that's the only thing that you have, and to wield that to entice people, it's evil, and nobody wins, because women, when they get old, their looks degrade, and because they've just been getting away with their looks, they don't have a sense of self. This is why in LA you see all of these women getting plastic surgeries, because at one point in their life they were probably aspiring actresses or models, and they get these plastic surgeries to the point where they don't even look like human anymore, and they're so miserable, and a lot of them are just really wicked, evil women, envious, jealous, like demon women. I have this whole theory about plastic surgery, like brainwashing, but that's another video. But anyway, yeah, I don't agree with that. And so I guess why I went on a tangent, but this video started because the woman tweeted that she didn't have any issue with that. Like, how can you, maybe she just hates all the guys in her life. I love men. I love men. I love men as sexual beings. I love men as people. Like, I love women too. But I love men. I'm not like on board with this whole all hating men and blaming men for everything, and men are the cause of everything. Like, all our ills in our society has to do with the faults of both men and women. We've given our power to a lot of people who don't deserve it. We've given our trust away to a lot of people that don't deserve it, and we've allowed them to manipulate us. And until we're honest about that, we're not going to see change, and we're not going to see prosperity or any of that. So I think that's it. Guys, dudes, remember the rules, run. rules and run. See rules and run, okay? I think that's it. If I have more, I'll make another video because it's kind of long, but that was on my mind today, guys. I just want to say love you, peace, truth, and love. Bye-bye.